played the banjo last week with my dog. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people had some questions. So every banjo player's job is to educate people on the banjo. So let's answer them. Number one question: what song was that? That song's called "The Cuckoo Bird," or "The Cuckoo." It's a pretty popular song in old time bluegrass folk blues circles. Probably originates as a slave or prisoner work song in the late 1800s, an African American song. So really popularized by Clarence Tom Ashley. His version of the cuckoo call. This part is probably the most popular. Another great version is by Dink Roberts. His call goes more. That one's cool too. A lot of people thought this was "In Hell I'll Be Good Company" by the Dead South. It's not, but it is in the same key and tuning, so that's why it sounds the same. A lot of the songs in sawmill tuning sound the same. Why is this banjo so soothing? Everyone thought banjos were intense. Well, you're thinking of bluegrass banjo, three-finger Scruggs style. I don't play that. I play clawhammer. This is the OG banjo style. This is the style that the slaves played when they created the banjo. Descends from the playing style of griots and other musicians in West Africa who would play akonting and ngoni like instruments. You can check them out. Check out the akonting. It's a really cool instrument. Folkways just came out with the first record of authentic African akonting music, so go check that out. But yeah, I play clawhammer, also called frailing, thumping, knockdown, drop thumb. It's a totally different style. It's got a different vibe. It sounds better solo, in my opinion. Like if it's just a banjo player, just one banjo player, bluegrass banjo kind of sounds out of place sometimes. Another thing is I'm playing Nile gut string. So most people know banjo with a steel string instrument, very twangy, where I'm playing this is more plunky. So these imitate old gut strings that were made from catgut or cattle gut. That's what instrument strings were made of before the late 1800s, early 1900s, with steel strings caught on. Although some instruments did have steel strings back hundreds of years, mandolins and some probably dulcimer and harp type instruments. And early banjos did actually use plant matter as strings, not cattle gut. But yeah, I use Nile gut, so it's a little bit mellower, clunky. I'm playing an old 1960s Harmony Rezotone. So this is actually a really cheap banjo. This would have been this was sold at Sears. This was a starter banjo. So the pot is made out of bakelite or bakelite or whatever I don't know what it's called, but it's like an early composite type plastic type thing. So it's also a long neck, which was created, I think, by Pete Seeger, because he liked to play in lots of different keys. So yeah, this is actually like an old piece of shit banjo that sounds pretty good if you take the steel strings off and put these Nile gut ones on. It's still got its original calfskin head. Don't tell the other vegetarians about this. It's old, okay? I didn't have anything to do with killing it. Yeah, and I think those were most of the questions. I've been playing banjo for about 15 months, I guess now, maybe. That sounds 16 months, maybe? I don't know. Or at least clawhammer. I started learning two-finger thumb lead this year. People ask what this was. They always ask what this is. This is a tuner. So you can always just ignore it. This is a capo, so I can change keys. All right. If anyone has any other questions about the banjo, I'd be happy to answer them. Just leave them in the comments. Thanks.